Come on, sit down and grab a mic. We got to get things moving over here.
So, you hate gay people, huh? How long has that been a thing?
I don't know. Is there anything you don't want us to ask you?
We could always cut it out in post, you know?
Exactly.
Are we allowed to talk about how you used to be a neo-Nazi?
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Okay, good. Because it's a pretty interesting topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how he's secretly a Nazi.
A neo-Nazi.
Neo-Nazi.
Dude, I mean, I feel like that's something worth talking about. That's an interesting...
Yeah. Being a neo-Nazi...
Not everybody's a neo-Nazi. I'm sure you haven't had many on the podcast.
And that's worse than being an actual Nazi. Because the Nazis were just following orders, but a neo-Nazi is seeking it out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What is the difference between
a neo-Nazi is like a modern Nazi.
Oh, so it's just like a cool Nazi.
It's like a self-made Nazi.
It's like, you know what? Even though everyone else thinks that stuff's bad, I'm still going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm still going to subscribe to this philosophy.
Yeah, see? Like, being a neo-Nazi is way worse.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the actual Nazis did kill the Jews, but they were just following orders.
Neo-Nazis want to do it again, which just, you know...
Yeah.
I feel like we only need one of that.
Yeah. Cooper, you a neo-Nazi?
That's not Cooper.
That's 100%.
Eric.
Who?
It's Eric.
Oh, sorry. I don't have my glasses on. I'm actually very blind.
Eric, 100%.
100%.
Eric, are you a neo-Nazi? Yeah.
Well, for Patreon.
Film for Patreon.
Yeah, so don't say you're a neo-Nazi.
Are you a Nazi?
I got 10 of these. I thought they could be used for a bit.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Are they actually face masks?
Yeah, so they're N95. So these are the ones that are going for like 10x more than they're actually worth.
Ooh.
You know, they're like $400 a fucking case now. But yeah, I got them up there.
Yes.
Let's do the whole podcast in them.
Yeah, can we do the whole podcast in them?
That sounds like a terrible idea.
I wonder if it'll make
Surely
us...
throw us one.
I wonder if
Swagger
it'll...
puts one on.
How will it affect the audio, I wonder? You think? Okay.
Maybe it's a step in Swagger's progression. He only wears the mask.
It's a little crumpled.
Anybody else want one for the Schlatt podcast?
Yeah, all right, yeah.
I apologize if they smell that.
I've been coughing with it every single
Yo, it's all crumpled up. How's it?
And for them to actually work, they need to be, have a clean fit around your face.
What way do you
it's
put
a particle mask, so it's only allowing super small pieces through. It's meant, for this type of shit.
Which way does it go?
Here you go.
But if you have a beard, it does
Hello.
kind of hurt the seal.
Say, put that on your head now.
Is it this thing on top or?
Bottom. It's for your chin. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
This is around the wrong way, Toby.
What?
This is around the wrong way.
The middle piece goes around the nose.
Does it?
Yeah, to make a seal.
Oh, really?
Welcome back to the Misfits Podcast, rated 5 stars on iTunes.
It's fine, I reckon.
Yeah, I think it's a good bit, if nothing else.
Can I get it over my hat?
If you're not going to get, could capitalize it.
We are with the dirtiest dog, Schlatt. That's what we're over here.
Super fucking sick, dude. I've been coughing up a storm.
Is this bad? It's good? Hell yeah.
Oh, this sucks. This sucks.
Doesn't like go around my
Yeah,
face
it's
properly.
definitely just, you have to bend the
gotta bend the
metal
nose.
part around your nose.
Oh,
That makes a bit more sense.
Yep. Oh, this.
What the fuck?
This is great.
I'm having a good time.
I'm having a great time. It's twice as hot towards my mouth now.
Man, this padding around the middle base does not help at all.
No.
It's very uncomfortable.
I'm feeling like exchanging some fluids with people.
No, it just smells terrible in here. Oh, God. The sick dog. And now I can't even...
Oh,
Fucking GamerStop's boy shot himself in the foot.
Oh, man. I can't even drink the goddamn product.
Oh. I don't know if I'm going to be wearing this the entire
I'm not.
time.
I expected
don't
more
think I'm gonna
comfort,
wear
I'll be
this.
honest.
You
Like,
know, so just for the Patreon pre-show, we're just going to be... All right.
oh shit.
Okay, do we have a... Do you have a 5-star review?
I don't.
You should... Well, look, at least you're prepared.
Ay, ay, ay.
My Face ID isn't fucking working. I'm so upset.
I can't breathe. I know.
Yeah, you have 2 filters on right now.
I'm extra safe.
You're extra autistic.
I feel like it. I'm not getting enough oxygen to my brain.
Mason looks like a video game character.
He
Yeah,
just
he
went to
does.
Poison Bees.
He looks like the, I don't know, the wild card.
Look directly into that
It
camera.
looks so stupid. I'm pretty sure I'm not even wearing mine properly.
I mean, it looks fine.
What are you laughing at?
Just a bunch of funny guys.
That's what
Yeah, you got a huge dent in it. I wonder if you can just take it off by just pulling it off your face, just snapping it.
That doesn't sound fun. It sounds
Really?
painful.
It's gonna snap back.
To reality?
That's not a good idea.
You're right.
Because you get the metal part, you know?
Yeah, you're right.
Doesn't
It's
seem
worth.
smart.
Okay. I mean, honestly, this top review is kind of good. I also kind of need to blow my nose.
Made a mistake.
I just started sipping a Game Subs bottle that I thought was mine from last night, but it's way too weak to be mine.
It's Perky's.
Oh my god. Now I'm hard.
Shit.
Ah!
Bro, her fucking shoes were left downstairs. Every motherfucker listened to those.
Don't fucking say that. It's terrible.
I didn't. All those weirdos did.
That's-
I implied it. I told them they should.
Mitchell, you're the one who came into the other house and notified everybody that Pokemon shoes were on the front
I
door.
was like, she has really small feet. And I was like, what are you looking at her feet? He's like, no, her shoes are here. I was like, oh, it makes so much sense. I thought he was just sitting there like, damn, small feet.
Whole podcast.
Yep.
Yep.
Sick as a dog.
Yeah, I'm worried you're gonna get us put in quarantine.
No, I mean, like, the thing is, I don't feel like ill or fevery at all. I'm just blowing out green and coughing a lot.
Wait,
what I
you have
mean?
a runny nose?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That means
Yeah.
you don't have coronavirus.
Really?
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
have a
because I've had the runny nose
it's
for like the
not.
last few days.
If people with coronavirus have blocked noses,
Okay, mine's running like a faucet, so
lit.
I think I'm safe.
I thought that was a symptom.
No,
Runny nose.
no. If you have a runny nose, that is how you know you don't have corona.
Ah,
Hey, safe.
I see.
I'm very sure that it's not been corona. I've never had a fever this whole trip, so
Neither.
you had a fever for a
Yeah,
bit.
I had a fever. I didn't have a runny nose, and I was coughing like a dog.
So you thought you might have.
I don't know. I feel fine
Might have
now.
had
It feels fine now.
I mean, it's not gonna fuck you up if you get it.
Yeah.
yeah, it'll just make
Yeah.
you ill for a bit.
We
don't.
might.
Mate,
Yeah.
That's why we got the masks on.
It doesn't matter. Like, we got good immune systems.
Yeah,
yeah, like we have no chance of dying of corona. You know that, right?
right. It's all the old people.
It's only boomers and
famous
babies.
last words.
It's all the old people.
It's boomers and
They won't-
babies.
We'll
No,
talk
dude,
about
babies
it.
get spared.
Damn it.
Like
Really?
children, it doesn't affect them.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just boomers.
It's-
God
it's
truly
the
does have
boomer
mercy.
Disease.
The boomer plague.
Boomer
Dude,
plague.
It's all purposeful. It's all there's a reason. There's hands pulling strings
God's
behind
plan.
this whole thing.
It's God's
I
plan.
guarantee it.
God has his way.
No, it's not God. It's the
It's
the
God.
Chinese government.
Yeah, it's probably
who
the
I
Chinese.
guess, in a way.
Our God.
They're
Okay.
trying to get rid of the aging population, which is a big issue.
The Asian population?
Aging.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, because people aren't having babies anymore, and we're waiting until they're older to have babies.
Think about. Well, I want to get into this in the main show.
Yeah, we will.
But like, think about China's history with this stuff. And no offense to the Chinese government, you know,
But what the fuck?
they're up to something, dude. They're up to something.
Curious.
Curious George.
Curious George.
You like jump down like a couple times.
Yeah, get the hell away from me, bro. Hey, welcome back to the Misfits Podcast.
Okay, this is so wholesome.
Oh,
Oh, green apple,
On
yum.
iTunes by
Thank you very much.
Thieves Avery.
That's pretty good.
It's good enough, you know.
Pretty good.
It does the job. You can like
Fucking
suck it
dumb
in.
fucking masks.
Well, if you can suck it in,
Fucking
then you've got a good
stupid
seal.
Fucking masks.
Yeah,
That's what happens.
I might not.
I have a
seal
terrible
well enough.
seal, but that's
My
because
seal's okay because it's just hot in
I can't fucking.
here. Kawaii.
Wait.
quite the seal.
Hawaii. Americana des.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Yo, look how green that cup is.
That's green apple gamer subs.
That looks fire.
Green ass cup.
That actually looks fire. Like,
Damn.
damn, looks like jelly. Damn. Yeah, get that
What?
shit
Are you
out
kidding
of
me? That was the only thing giving me the courage to perform. Did you want it? No.
I can't believe that me and Malcova brought flashlights, but Pokimane didn't. I'm gutted.
That is pretty BM.
It's like, dude. come
We
on.
only have female guests on if they give us a copy of their asshole.
A vagina would have been okay too.
I
Doesn't have to
guess.
be the
I
asshole.
guess.
Mia just came prepared with a bunch of flashlights.
in a box.
Yeah, well, that's why
Wow.
she was here. She was here to do
Oh,
a
that's-
flashlight thing.
That's the real reason.
Yeah, she didn't really care about us. She just wanted
That's-
to promote her asshole.
That's some real hospitality.
I mean, it was
It's like,
very
yeah,
nice.
Here's 6 copies of my asshole.
Swagger really put that asshole through the ringer as well. Like,
Did you?
Even yesterday on the Poke Podcast, he was putting his whole hand up in there and like,
He fisted me and
Holy
Malkova.
shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
it's pretty good. Those things are fun as hell to play with.
Yeah.
You just fucking slap them around.
All right, let's start this podcast so I can take this fucking mask off.
I mean, how long do we wait until we take him off? Just after the intro, I guess.
Yeah,
Yep.
surely.
Okay, cool. Let's get it rolling then.
Are there any ones about coronavirus?
No,
Damn.
they're not creative enough for that. Just about sucking my dad's pee-pee and people in wheelchairs, unfortunately.
Big gay.
Big
gay.
Big
Gay.
Big
Gay.
Welcome back to the Misfits Podcast. Rated 5 stars on iTunes. We actually started the show.
Start with that. Yeah,
show
let's
with
do it.
Big Gay. No, we couldn't possibly. Well, we could actually,
We
very
could.
possibly.
We very could.
That is something
Very
we
well
could
We
do.
very well could. Perhaps I should have just kept going. Oh well. An opportunity lost at sea.
Big.
You can't recreate
Gay.
it. What are we, David Dobrik? Come on, guys. You
Hot.
can't
He has a
We
recreate.
tried.
You can't recapture lightning in a bottle like that. Okay, guys. Just wait for the next strike. It'll come.
God,
All right, quiet on set.
Pokemon's gamer subs.
Hold on, Shad.
Travis is off screen saluting. Salute, my friend.
God, stop with the neo-Nazi shit. Fuck. Shut the fuck up!
Yeah?
You don't
What do you
really.
do?
I know what they smell like.
Smells like your own breath and sickness.
Should just start the podcast by coughing. All of us just-
Yeah, that's a good idea. I gotta save up a good one though.
I hate this bit.
Why? Because you're actually paranoid, aren't you?
Oh, like it.
You actually look like fucking a video game character right now. You know that, like from Borderlands maybe, or I don't know. Life is Strange. Look at that one friend in the beanie and the face mask. You know.
Fucking oath.
What you need, boss? Some wheels?
So,
I can bring him round.
I can bring them round.
yo, we're actually starting. So quiet in the kitchen,
I'm Johnny on the spot.
okay?
I can hook you
We're
up.
starting.
All right. So just begin coughing when I cough, and I'll take it from there. Okay. Hello and welcome back to the Misfits Podcast. Rated 5 stars on iTunes by Thieves Avery. He says, "What did the guy with no arms get from Christmas?" gloves. Just kidding. He still hasn't opened it. Thank you very much for that review, Avery. I am joined today by my co-hosts, Mason, a.k.a. Zuckles,
What's going on?
SwaggerSouls,
Hello.
Toby on the tele,
Hello.
and of course, our very special guest. It's the sickest cunt in the room. It's Jay Schlatt.
Hello.
Welcome to the
Yeah.
Thanks
show.
for having me.
You're very
Very
welcome.
excited. I'm
Guys,
here.
to our audio listeners, if you're wondering why we sound muffled right now, perhaps why there's an abundance of coughing. Yes, we have face masks on. A few of us are sick. And honestly, I think we got to take these off, guys. I think we have to
Yeah.
accept our fate. We already have the coronavirus. There's
Yeah,
no point
dude.
hiding from it.
A mask isn't going to do anything. I might as well take this thing off.
Mask off, guys. We're here, and we're not afraid of this goddamn hysteria, the coronavirus. Every day there's something new on Twitter. Every day there's some new complaints, some new fear, some
is a
new
lot.
scare tactic from the
A lot of-
government.
It's a lot of hysteria. A lot of theories going around as to where it started, what it's going to do to us, and I mean I think we all know what the real story is.
Well,
It turns you gay.
Yeah.
It turns you gay.
turns you
Not only does it turn you gay, but it also kills you if you're particularly old or have any kind of like symptom underlying medical condition.
Because the one thing we don't want is old gays.
right?
Sure, and Toby's going to explain exactly why that is right now.
Well, obviously, because old gays, they don't absorb the lubricant as much.
Okay.
And then it's like,
It's harder to get erect.
yeah, it's harder to get erect.
Isn't that just because of other issues related with old age, not to do with
It's-
sexuality, or
It still sucks.
it still sucks? Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Guys, it's currently March 13th, for those of you wondering.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the
Oh,
Yeah, pretty foreboding, man.
shit.
This is our last day here in LA. We've been
Dude.
here for the
Thank
last
God.
week recording podcasts nonstop with multiple guests.
Fucking
Schlatt
like 2 a day, right?
to a day.
I'm the last one.
We've saved the best for last.
You're supposed to be the first.
Dude,
I was
Jay,
supposed to be the first, but sleepy Fitz.
I
you
was
know?
very sleepy Fitz that day, and I
Sleepy
just
Fitz.
couldn't. I'm sorry about that, Schlatt.
all right.
He was sitting up here all alone in the podcast set
Literally
waiting.
sitting here. I remember getting a text saying, "Nah, it's being pushed back," and I was like, "Okay," and I just went back to sleep. I didn't even know you were up here.
Yeah, no, it was just me on the couch.
Wait,
I was
how long-
considering just doing it myself.
How long were you sitting here?
I was
waiting?
here. Well, Toby was here. Toby was on the, he was on
okay.
the little futon over there. But it was just me, kind of just twiddling my thumbs, waiting
I'm very
for
sorry,
Fitz
Schlatt.
to show up, and he never did.
Look,
But we
guys.
saved.
I
the
was
best
going to
for
host it, but it
last.
would have been a mess.
No, it's
We
good.
saved the best for last.
It's good. we
I mean,
waited.
it worked out because not only have has more time. We've had more time for the virus to progress and kill more people. So
Yeah, this is
you know,
going to
we've
be the
got-
coronavirus podcast.
We've got more news. Yeah, the NBA's
Schlatt
done.
really wants to talk about it. He's been wanting
I
to
really
talk
And how about we
it
stop
the last
interrupting
4
him for a
days.
second? We let
Really
him talk
do.
about
I
it.
could honestly go on for an hour about
Great.
this.
Let's
Perfect.
so easy.
Take the
Let's
stage.
take it away.
Let's
man.
start with the Great Wall of China.
What happened with the Great Wall of China?
Well, you know how people used to was it the Chinese that built it and then would fling dead bodies out
no,
to the other
no.
side, or was it the other
I'm
people who
sure,
would?
I don't even think it was the Great Wall. I just
Wasn't
think
the
that
Great
was
Wall?
that was a tactic of bio-warfare. People would catapult dead bodies
Right.
that died
Yeah.
of illness into people's fortresses and keeps, and that would spread the illness and kill all of them. They do that.
That's fucking
They do that
epic.
in conjunction with a blockade to stop them from getting food and water. So they just fucking die and they just go into the castle.
Yeah,
That makes a lot of sense. I mean, because it's like you got dead bodies. It's basically free ammunition, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what are you going to do? Respect the dead?
and then everybody
that.
in the town is like, "What the fuck just was thrown
Yeah, well, there's just
into our fortress?"
Because the thing is, they'd catapult it, and it would land on something, land on the
Yeah.
roof, and it's going quick, so it would splatter and
Right.
break in half and get everywhere, and they have to clean it, and it wasn't very sanitary. They didn't wash their hands, so they all got sick.
The stench must have been awful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, no one wore deodorant or took baths either, so
I guess.
I think
That's
people were
true.
used to bad smells.
I guess perhaps. Why did we bring up this?
Oh, because they're burning bodies.
Yeah, all over China.
Yeah.
What was it 10,000 they burnt in a
All
day?
over.
Has there been any footage of like drone footage from above of?
There
what
has.
this
They
looks
have like infrared, just
It's-
random hot spots.
You're
Well,
kidding.
it's satellite imagery, so it detected like a sulfuric compound or something that usually happens when like biomass is burnt, and they estimated that from all of the signatures, it was like in Wuhan, there was a giant concentration of this gas that was being emitted, and it was captured on satellite, and they estimated that they had to have burned 10,000 bodies in the last 3 days to get that amount.
You're kidding
It's
me.
a lot of Chinese people that are being burnt right now.
So this is like truly devastating then.
Yeah.
Like, this is like, and these are bodies that have died from coronavirus. I'm
Oh, yeah.
presuming?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I mean,
I wouldn't put it past them
I
to,
mean,
just be
yikes.
burning regular people, but
Jesus.
yeah. I mean, it's getting pretty far. This is like plague. This is some Plague Inc. shit.
Hmm.
They banned it in China.
They
They
banned the.
banned
They
Plague
banned
Inc?
Plague Inc. You
They must
can't
be
play the
making
game.
some money.
Yeah. Well, no, dude. I feel like if this was a Plague Inc. situation, whoever's controlling this shit would be fucked, right? There's no way he's gonna wipe out everybody because
No, yeah.
you have to keep it.
Madagascar locked
Right.
down,
What-
dude.
Right.
Well, explain Plague Inc. Because
Sure.
people might not
So
know
Plague
what it
Inc. is a game where you have a virus and you have to evolve it and try and spread it in the fastest, most effective way possible. And so everybody knows who's played it that the best way to play is to try and spread it to everybody without them knowing.
So it's coughing, like very mild symptoms that
Yeah.
would be in conjunction with the flu, and then once more than 3/4 of the world population has it, you go,
you just yep.
and
yeah.
then you just make them go into comas, make them fucking have organ failure,
Right.
Yeah.
that
You
kind
hit
of
the
shit.
kill
And the
switch.
whole point is to wipe out the entire world with the plague.
So are you playing as the virus, or are you playing as a person with the virus?
You're playing
As
as
the
the
virus.
virus.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
So
you
you're
s-
controlling
you click a place to start.
Okay.
You can make it so that it can adapt to survive in water, in air, whether or
Okay.
not it spreads through air, whether it's a parasite, bacterial, viral, or they have what like nano machines that were
Yeah, like little
bioweapons and-
fucking tiny
yeah.
robots
It's-
that
it's
can
pretty-
that
it's
have a
pretty
kill
cool.
switch in them.
It's pretty
it's
cool.
God.
It's a good
It's a
little
cool game.
simulation strategy game.
You can
Yeah.
you can upgrade your virus, get a stat boost.
Yeah,
and
you literally
stuff.
can.
Oh my
You can-
god.
You know,
And I mean, what I'm saying is the problem with whoever's controlling this thing, Chinese government, not nothing against them,
Of course.
but they already let the world know that this thing exists.
they're
And
already
that-
working on the cure, dude.
Yeah.
Got to click on the little
Yeah,
little flash.
someone's
that are
someone's
popping
got
up.
to start popping the bubbles, man.
Mhm.
The little blue bubbles, the beakers.
So what are your actual thoughts on things? Like
My
with the current
actual
update
thoughts?
on the 13th of March, how do you feel about the
Sure.
coronavirus? Do you think it's a lot of it's hysteria still, or are you like actually getting concerned?
I think a lot of it's hysteria, but at the same time, it does seem to be able to kill, especially older people. And we all have people we know who
Sure.
are at risk here. So
Mhm.
I'm not taking it lightly. but
Yeah.
At the same time, this thing, Wuhan is they have factories there. They deal with the biomass. Like they have 100%. Like this is. It came out of a factory, man.
You think this was generated
100%.
artificially?
I don't think it was generated artificially. They had it was like a animal testing facility that was 280 meters away from the epicenter of the outbreak in Wuhan. And they said there was it's hard to believe what's bullshit and what's a conspiracy theory and
Yeah.
what's bullshit online, but there are reports of scientists that say they worked at the lab and they were dealing with infected bats.
Infected
and
bats?
that it jumped from the bat to people because they had terrible safety standards and they were urinated on by the bats. They
Wait.
were bled on by the bats. They
Yeah.
were bitten by them.
Wasn't there something about the bats being used as like some kind of fancy
Soup.
cuisine?
Soup.
Yeah.
Bat soup.
A delicacy?
I heard that's complete bullshit and isn't a thing.
What,
Yeah,
bat
well-
soup?
I don't know. I heard that is not at all how.
Yeah, but
it's
where
done.
did you just hear that?
I don't know. Someone on Twitter. someone
Someone
was
on
You must
Twitter.
have seen that on Reddit.
Like,
Someone was talking about how there are just people that are like blaming it on the Chinese people consuming this bat soup when in reality it was nothing to do with it. I don't know.
There's a lot of theories kicking around. I was in an Uber the other night, and my Uber driver was telling me that like it was all simply a big government distraction to distract from the fact that the U.S. has just signed some kind of peace treaty with Syria. I want to say. I don't know if that's.
I have no
He
idea.
could have been on crack cocaine. I was
I
just
think
kind of
it
like.
was. You don't let you never read.
I wasn't I'm not saying I believe him.
I was gonna say.
I'm more just saying that there's a lot of different things kicking around in terms of what
yeah.
people think is
Everybody
going
thinks
on.
they know what happened.
Well,
You don't
Nobody
hear
knows
about any
what
of the
happened.
protests that are going on anymore. It's just the virus, man.
It's just all about the virus. I think his main point was like, yeah, this is in the forefront of everyone's mind, and no one's really paying attention to anything else.
Exactly.
Which is definitely
It's just a diversion tactic
perhaps
to distract you from what's really going on.
exactly,
you know?
man. The man is behind all of this. I don't know. I would like to believe that it's simply just a bit of a flu,
Yeah.
but we'll see. We'll see.
I wonder if it's going to recirculate, if it's always going to be a thing that we're going to deal with.
I don't.
Might be.
I really see this going away.
And is it going to evolve like the flu does every year?
Well, they say heat kills it, right?
Heat?
Extreme, like warm temperatures and really cold temperatures kill it off. Apparently,
Summer and winter. Just wait 6 months, guys. Yeah.
I'm betting that by the time this podcast comes out, it'll be mostly died down, or maybe it'll be worse than ever. It'll be very interesting.
It might
won't
be
it?
worse than ever.
Yeah, stock
very-
market, Great
It's-
Depression levels.
Yeah. It's going to be a couple months before it starts dying down, I think. And so as long as we get it out before then, we're fine. We're
We'll see.
good.
It could be a year, Schlatt. You never know. We are the Misfits after all.
That's true.
Um,
That's true. But I remember shit like Ebola, right? Like,
Yeah.
I was in New York City when that was happening, and everybody thought that was going to be the end of the world. But it turns out you have to like do a fucking ritual dance and share blood to have that affect you.
Right.
And so one person took it to America, and no one else got it.
Wait, what is this ritual dance and blood thing?
Oh, I don't know. Whatever they,
It's just it's really hard to get it.
Right.
yeah,
Ebola.
yeah,
You
yeah.
have to like have their blood go through an open wound or something like that.
So that was, it's not all what it was talked up
Yeah,
to be.
Ebola doesn't have a 2 to 14 day incubation period where you're still infectious,
Right.
which is the problem.
Right.
Really.
Yeah.
Because you could walk around and be infecting like 20, 30 people a day for a week,
Yeah,
and you
not
have
even
no
know you
idea.
fucking have it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, our joke has been that, since the coronavirus thing has happened right when we arrived in LA, that we've just been infecting slowly like all the YouTubers that we've had on this
Yep.
podcast, and they're now going to their groups and infecting them. Although,
Oh, dude, it'd be so funny if every fucking YouTuber
Yeah.
in
If
LA.
we gave every
Yeah.
YouTuber coronavirus,
I mean,
It's a story.
that would be a story.
every YouTuber that happens to have been on our podcast just starts dying off.
How has your time in LA been, Schlatt? I mean,
It's been good. It's been good. I mean, we are chilling up in the Hollywood Hills. I can't really complain.
there's plenty of snacks.
I feel like I'm pretty well taken care of with
Yeah.
you guys, and yeah, it's a fun time.
We had an interesting night last night, didn't we?
We did. I made some money last night.
yeah.
Yeah.
How much?
A good $3,000.
What?
It was the long con, Toby. All right,
$3,000. Let us
I'll
know
explain it.
how you made
Yeah,
it.
yeah, sure. So, out of the mind vice of manager Ryan P, he comes up with this game, this hilarious. I mean, like, this is just the best game of all time. It's called Pick the Pocket.
Pick the pocket.
Pick the pocket, dude.
Let's
Pocket.
go.
And you've got, we've got shitty Jeopardy music playing on the Chromecast in
It
the
was.
back.
It was. Do you want to be a millionaire?
Yeah, Who
Or
Wants to Be a
whatever.
Millionaire?
Yeah.
And so one of us someone's got a tactical fucking vest, right? And it's got 7 different pockets on it.
Yep.
And so the idea is you put some kind of paraphernalia in all the pockets, and then the contestant has to pick, and they
Yeah,
smoke
one
or
pocket has a
ingest,
cash
whatever.
prize.
One pocket has
Yeah.
the cash fries, and the rest have various
It could
levels
be-
of weed
yeah,
consumables.
It could be a joint, or it could be a big joint with keef and oil, or it could just be a gram of wax,
Or an edible.
it could be 1,000 milligrams of edibles.
Yes.
Could be.
Dangerous
and that's
game.
the gamble.
And honestly dangerous game that I was very nervous to play,
Mm-hmm.
because if I got that 1,000 milligram, then it would have been bad.
Yeah.
But-
And so every night, me and Swagger would be playing pool, and he just, he's got a joint, and
And I go,
you couldn't,
and I
"¿Quieres?"
go,
right?
"¿Quieres?"
You can only say no to that so many times until the point where it's like, fuck it, right?
Yeah.
I
sure.
was pretty much peer pressuring you under the guise of irony.
Yeah. But it's fine because Swagger was like, what's your actual number? Like a dollar
Because I
amount.
told him, I go, what would your hypothetical amount be to
Yeah.
like participate in the game? Where
Right.
you could even win a cash prize and not even have it, just to participate in the gamble. Because like it's not like how much money do I have to pay you to smoke weed? It's how much money do I have to pay you to take the risk between smoking a joint or having 1,000 milligram edible or just getting money.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
I thought it would be interesting to put a price tag on that rotation. It's like buying a CS:GO case.
So you
Yeah,
let
exactly.
Yeah.
you let the businessman know exactly how much demand there was for him to do this, and he figured out that I could actually make a profit of
Yeah.
this.
Because he told me to say a number, and I said $5,000. Is $5,000 reasonable?
Yeah.
To which you replied, yes. Yes, of course it's reasonable. And then the next night, I asked him again when we were going to do Pick a Pocket, and I said, you know, is $5,000 really your minimum?
Yes, reverse negotiation.
I said, you know, I think maybe $3,000 would be more fair. You know, and he goes, yeah, I think so. I go, man, even $2,500 would be more reasonable.
And I was like,
yeah, and he's like, yeah,
I guess.
You're
yeah,
getting pretty
sure.
low, but okay.
Fair enough. But yeah, so we stopped at $2,500, and then I guess we shook on it.
Well,
Yeah.
And then I was brought into the discussion because Swagger's like, I don't really want to pay $2,500. He's like, Fitz, surely you chip in for the $2,500.
Well, no, because I went to Ryan and I said, dude, I'm not doing $2,500 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
Just a Schlatt.
Yeah.
I go, I need you to pitch in too. He goes, if you get me 2 more people to pitch in, I'll do it. And I said, all right. And then I went to Fitz and I said, Fitz, pay up. And he said, okay. And I said, Ryan, I can't find a fourth. And he said, it's fine. We'll split it 3 ways.
Yeah.
To which we didn't split 3 ways because your PayPal was locked and you couldn't pay him. So I had to pay him $900, and then Ryan had to pay him $1,600.
So I still haven't actually paid anything for this.
so-
But I will, guys.
You owe me
I
$900.
will. And you know what's going to help with that?
Gamersubs.gg.
Gamersubs.gg.
Of course.
You
Fuck
say
yeah,
it, say
dude.
it, say it.
Code
Come on, sell it.
Misfits.
Code
20% off.
Code Misfits.
Gamersubs.gg.
It's probably still 20% off.
It's
yeah.
got to be 20%.
Is it changing? Are they?
Well, it's
50
normally
yeah, It's
10%.
normally 10, but
Oh.
it's 20 for the time being.
If you're
Wow.
lucky, it might be 20% off at
Hey, man, just
gamersubs.gg.
check. Just check.
Yeah.
Just check.
Figure it
Yeah,
out,
just
guys.
check.
Thank you for supporting the podcast, Gamersubs. Anyway, back to Pick a Pocket.
Yeah. So I picked the pocket and I won the $500.
As well
As
as
well
a joint.
as
Because
a
we
little
weren't going to let
joint.
you get off that
Yeah, I
fucking
know.
easy. We
I
just
fucking know.
paid $2,500. You got to see
Yeah.
you smoke some weed.
Well, the rest of us, like a couple other rounds of Pick a Pocket happened first, right?
Yeah,
so
you did.
we were gathered around on the couches. Like everyone was either already stoned or just kind of fucked and tired. So we had this very sleepy stoner audience just gathered around this L-shaped couch. Well, a very like energetic Ryan P. and like you were fully kitted out in
Yeah.
what you're wearing currently with a vest on top
And the helmet.
and helmet,
Throw
of
it on.
course. We're filming, and I think like Mitchell was like switching between various music on the
Mitchell
TV.
had the Chromecast and the fucking camera
Yeah,
at the
so-
same time.
So he'd be playing like "Who Wants to Be a Millionaire" theme while Ryan's talking, and then quickly switch it to like intense music.
Yeah, we did
and-
Phone a Friend where you FaceTime
Yes.
Travis.
So
yeah.
for my Pick a Pocket round, I go up there, of course, and I shake Swagger's hand, and it's very exciting. A little awkward, you know, but it was fine. And I just couldn't pick a pocket. I just couldn't decide which one to pick.
Yeah.
And I just had to phone a friend. So
They all looked very enticing.
they did look
They
very
all look the
enticing.
same.
Yeah. So I whip out my iPhone, and I who do I call but my very good friend Travis. I
Who was-
FaceTime him.
Who was literally on the couch.
was literally
and you were
5
standing right there.
He was 5 meters away from me,
Yeah.
but I just felt like I needed to call him. So I called Travis. He's like, "Hey, buddy, what do you need?" I'm like, "Travis, I need your help. I just simply cannot pick a pocket on my own." He's like, "Okay, I got you. Number 4." Okay, so
Yeah.
of course Travis is giving me the pocket. I picked number 4.
No. You forget when you hung up after the FaceTime and have already decided on number 4. Travis goes 3.
Yeah, like that. He just says 3.
Immediate confusion. I'm like, "Oh, do I go with his original choice? He's now telling me 3." I decided to go with what he told me on the phone because it was phone a friend.
Yeah.
I picked number 4, and what comes out of the pocket, but a very, very, very spicy, like blunt, glass tip blunt,
it
just
was
wrapped
pretty-
in keef. I'm sure there was
Had the
wax
little
in there.
resin dabs on it.
Resin dabs on. Yeah, it was just an absolute beast of a boy.
You had to smoke the whole thing.
and I had to
as
smoke the
well.
whole
That's
thing
the thing.
myself.
Whatever you get, you have to consume the entirety of.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You know, you can't pass that shit on.
Fuck
Which
that,
might be
dude.
explaining why my cough is so much worse today. But you know, it's pick a pocket. I obeyed the rules.
Yeah, you gotta play.
I took my seat in the chair there in the audience, and I lit the blunt and I smoked it, and I watched the rest of the show. And then Schlatt's round, I guess, kind of
Yeah.
happened next.
Yeah.
How was your joint experience? How was smoking marijuana for the first time, Schlatt?
I think it was all right.
You didn't really seem too phased at all. Like
No, I
Did
think
you have to smoke the whole joint?
You had like maybe 10 to 12 hits over the period of
over
3
about
hours.
an hour. Yeah. Oh no, yeah, it was more than an hour.
Yeah, it was like
yeah.
2-3 hours where
Yeah.
you were just kind of testing the waters.
definitely enough for like a first time user to get high. You know,
Yeah.
get like pretty high.
Would you
It-
say that you got stoned?
I
Because for a
think- yeah.
while you were like,
Yeah.
I'm not feeling anything, man. And I was
Right.
like, you should have some more.
And I think while we were playing Pick the Pocket, I guess I didn't get the inhalation right. Or,
Yeah,
or
you
whatever.
Elon Musked it to begin with. You kind of just got the smoke in your mouth and blew it out. I think.
And so I didn't do it right. And so for like 45 minutes afterwards, I was like, what's going on?
Just waiting.
All I feel like is I just made $3,000. That's
Yeah.
I'm just riding that high.
And then we're playing pool and Swagger's Kiere.
Yeah, and I was like, you have to fill your mouth with smoke, and they go
Yeah.
like that, and just inhale it, and then I made them hold it, which is like the easiest way. It really doesn't do anything.
It
The
doesn't
more
do
you hold
anything.
it, you get 2 seconds, and then it's all in there. But it's just good for people that haven't smoked before too. And then holding it in makes it so they're actually putting it in their lungs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you did end up getting a little bit high. How would you describe the feeling?
I don't know how to describe. I mean, I think it was enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like I've never been opposed to it, right?
Sure.
Like it's just the fact that I had never done it or just wasn't interested in it was purely because of who I grew up around and like what I just enjoyed doing, like sitting at home playing Xbox and shit. Like I grew up in the computer club, right?
Yeah.
I was making robots and shit and just wasn't around that kind of culture.
It's funny because like the stoner culture is very much all about sitting around and playing Xbox too. So it kind of works out well.
You get high and make a robot, I'm sure.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe.
I mean, yeah, it's obviously one of those things that you just like you weren't opposed to. It's just something you just had never been introduced to before.
Right.
So this was your introduction,
And
I guess.
$2,500, $3,000 is pretty good incentive, I'd say.
Honestly, I wish I got paid that much to smoke weed. That's ridiculous.
That was in the long con, dude.
That was
It
the
a
long.
long fucking con.
From now on, if I go Quieres, would you maybe go?
Yeah, I consider it.
Si, senor. Yeah.
What does Quieres mean?
Want some?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a meme that
Yeah,
we're
it's
probably
like-
overusing.
It's like a little Labrador puppy, the golden retriever puppy, and it has the hand. It goes whoosh. ¿Quieres?
Yeah, you use Facebook, right?
No.
I saw it right underneath my grandma's minion meme.
Anyway.
It was really cool. It was like, oh, if I had a cent for every time I wanted chocolate, I'd have $1 million. And then it was like a minion going like
That's so funny.
chilling in a hot tub with some money.
Gran always with the good memes.
Dude,
Comedy
the
legend.
granny.
Comedy legend.
Yeah. And then, it lasted for a couple hours. And I sat down by the television and we watched some Japanese dude make knives for
That's right.
the better part of the night.
That's right. And then you ordered ice cream.
I did.
How did the
I
ice
saw
cream-
you got ice cream, and then I'm like, fuck, that's a great idea.
Yep.
I could go for some ice cream right now. Mm-hmm. And I got some ice cream, and
Do you think it tasted better because you were high, or did you not really
I
notice
don't
the
know.
difference?
I mean, I never had the flavor before.
Okay. Did it taste good though?
Yeah, it was good.
hit the
It was
spot.
enjoyable. Yeah, I watched a dude
slightly
make a
more
seawater
enjoyable
knife.
than average.
Well,
Maybe.
the reason I ask is because food tends to taste pretty insane, especially when you're new to weed. Like,
Yeah.
I remember when I first started smoking, like, food was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's weird. When my friend from college first started smoking weed, he would get really high and then look through his cupboard and see what snacks he could make out of what he had. He had saltine crackers and Dijon mustard, and he said it tasted amazing. And he said it was the best thing he probably ever had in a while. And then the very next day, while he was sober, he made the same exact snack, ate it, and immediately spit it out. He said, "What the fuck? I ate like 16 of these last night." Yeah, they were fucking terrible.
It's the only way you can enjoy shapes.
Shapes.
I don't know. You went through a whole fucking pack of
I
them.
did. Yeah, I don't want to go through the spiel again. I mean, they're not-
What's your opposition to shapes? Why do you
my
hate
opposition
them so
to
much?
shapes is it's just they're like, I don't know. They were all that was there in Australia, and I was just surrounded by mediocre food, and this was just another thing that was there, and I was hungry.
Just to the audience at home, we're not actually just talking about geometry here. We're talking about a very popular Australian snack, called shapes.
Yeah,
They're just like a little cracker with some flavor on it.
And every shape is a different flavor.
Exactly.
And a different shape.
Exactly. And Schlatt kind of had some kind of affinity, some strange affinity with shapes when
well,
he visited us in Melbourne.
Just fucking pissed me off, dude.
A love-hate
Because it's
relationship, perhaps.
Like, the size of the box is like, you feel like an absolute pussy if you don't eat all of the shapes in there.
Right.
But
you
it's a
feel
lot.
awful at the end.
It's
It's
a
a good
lot of
amount.
shit.
It's just
It's a
big
good
enough
amount,
for you to
yeah.
think, I can do this on my own.
And they're crackers as well, so like they're pretty dense. They fill you up.
Yeah, they're really small.
Yeah. So no more shapes for Schlatt.
No more shapes.
Is
I
there
mean, I'm not gonna lie. The knife videos were kind of hitting a little different.
Yeah?
I usually enjoy them. Like I've been watching the channel for a while. Kiwami, Japan.
Yeah, I saw you squinting at the fucking TV
Yeah,
monitor,
just trying to
like-
figure out because he does weird shit to make the knives. I'm like,
does.
what is? is that a cow and water coming out of it?
Yeah, a puzzle. Okay, well, I mean, so yeah, it was your first time.
Yeah.
You got out of the way. You made $3,000. Pretty
Made
good.
$3,000.
Well, Schlatt, for the listeners at home
Sure.
that aren't familiar with you, would you like to give a little bit of a brief history?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'm Schlatt. Hey, guys. I
Hey.
used to, I got my start making YouTube videos in around 6th grade.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was big into Freddie W, Quarter Digital, those guys. And, that Quarter Digital is really the only channel that I've continued to watch consistently.
Same.
Really?
And so me and my buds would run around our house or our school and just do finger guns and do a little recoil, and we'd pop it into Windows Movie Maker, and it had like a single frame of a muzzle flare, and it had we didn't know how to like remove the black, so it would just be finger gun and then just a black square with a muzzle flare on it, and we'd
Nice.
add in some laser sound effect or something, and
That's cool.
I did that for a couple of years, and I got 38 subscribers, and I was like,
Epic.
hey, maybe
Yeah.
maybe I should move into gaming, because I was a fan of KYR Speedy and Vanos and them. And so as I was getting into high school, I made the transition into more gaming stuff. And then
So you're making gaming content in high school? Or
yeah.
Yeah.
So it kind of changed every grade. So I want to say 9th grade, which is freshman year, I was into gaming funny moments. So like GTA 5 is in full swing and kind of had a resurgence at this point. But GTA 5 was in full swing. So I was doing that. Funny moments, some subtitles here and there. And 10th grade was when the montage parodies were starting. So dudes like Pyrocynical, No Fuckers, those guys. And I kind of followed suit.
Snipers.
Yeah, Snipers
Snipers
too.
is my fucking favorite.
And so that was fun. And I followed suit again in like 2016, 11th grade with commentary.
Okay.
And then in 12th grade, senior year, I kind of moved into more, I guess, thoughtful, intellectual stuff. So I would write a script, talk about, a certain game or
Right.
TV show or something.
More essay style content. Would you say?
Yeah, more essay style
Right.
stuff. And so I continued to do that for the better part of a year or two. And on the side, I do a weekly live stream of me playing whether it's Roller Coaster Tycoon or Open TTD, which are really old, like transportation games from the 90s.
Boomer games.
Yeah, pretty much
Still very
boomer
fun games,
Yeah,
yeah.
but they really do hold up. And so every week I do this live stream, and I realized I was pretty good at it. Like it was a good source of income. I was working IT for like $10 an hour, and I'd realized that, hey, I could do this. I could do 1 or 2 streams in a month and make more than I'd make an entire week of working the shitty job where I just pick up the phone and have to go across campus to turn off a computer and turn
Ew.
it back on.
And you were streaming on Twitch, or did you
Fuck that.
did you start on
Yeah.
YouTube for it?
This was on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, this was on YouTube. And I got an opportunity with Carson, who reached out to me and said, hey, we're doing a Minecraft server. This is pretty much exactly a year ago at this point.
Yeah. And how did he find you, do you think?
I don't know.
Stumbled upon you
know.
and sent you a DM, or?
He DM'd me, and I had never spoken to him before. Minecraft. Well, because I had made a video called A Tribute to Minecraft.
Ah, I see.
Which is basically this, essay of how I grew up with Minecraft and how, the game is changing and, our lives are changing. And some
That was
sappy
your
shit.
video?
Yeah, it was my video.
Oh,
didn't know that?
shit.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, my God.
Because that video blew up a fair bit, didn't it?
It did, yeah. Notch saw it. Notch retweeted it
Right.
while I was
Yeah.
sitting at my fucking desk IT job. And
Jesus.
I was like,
I watched that video a while ago.
You had no idea.
I had no idea.
That's funny.
yeah, it was me, dude.
Hey, man, good
That was me.
video.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so as I was doing that, and the stream was growing on the side, and I got this opportunity for a live streamed Minecraft server, the stars kind of aligned. And so I was like, fuck it, you know what? I'm going to move to Twitch. I'm going to make a little live stream highlights channel. And turned out to be a pretty good decision.
Definitely. Yeah, I can remember seeing your live streams from like way back early. I think, I don't know, you would have had less than 1,000 subs when I started watching you on Twitch.
Yeah.
And just, I remember thinking like, okay, Schlatt's got the goods. Like you were just very good at running the live stream and keeping it moving.
Yeah.
Like it didn't feel like you were fast paced, like trying to reach for content all the time. It was just this very relaxed, like calm, pretty confident vibe.
Thank you.
Very good at just talking, very peaceful content.
Yeah. I mean, I see it as, I was doing this shit since 6th grade.
Yeah.
So like everything I had done up to that point, I was pretty well established, I guess. I had like 100,000 subs about a year ago.
Yeah.
And when this happened, I think, it's a great opportunity and I was prepared for it. And so it kind of just worked out.
That's
How many
great.
subs are you at now?
About to hit 600,000
Damn.
on the live stream highlights channel, and 500 on the main channel at this point. And I have a Call of Duty commentary channel.
You
That's
do
got,
the weekly slap, right?
yeah, it's called the
Weekly
Weekly Slap, which is basically me, hearkening back to the old school Call of Duty days, like CNNers and Woody's Gamer Tag and
Yeah.
shit. And
Yeah.
filling a spot that hasn't really been filled in a while.
That kind of content is so precious, I think, on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
kind
for
of a
real.
dying art now.
Yeah,
It's
it
very
is, and
cool
it's
that,
because and it's all because of what YouTube like wants to see now. Like I think if I could have made a living doing what I was doing on the main channel with like more thoughtful stuff, I would have.
Yeah.
But it's just so obvious, like what YouTube wants to see. They want you to shit out, long 10-minute plus videos frequently.
Yeah.
And so it kind of makes sense to do that.
Yeah, well, I guess the good thing about like having a side project like the Weekly Slap is that it is a side project, and you don't actually do it every week.
Yeah,
but,
no, I don't.
But
It's the monthly slap at this point.
But even though YouTube doesn't necessarily want to promote that kind of content, it's pretty, it's pretty easy to make. It's a sit-down commentary video. I'm sure you put thought into what you're saying, but like, it's not like you have to edit a whole bunch or anything like that. So
yeah, it's a good side project.
Yeah.
Pretty fulfilling. I mean, I'd say it's one of the favorite things I do.
yeah, I can kind of sense that as well. And the comment section definitely appreciates it. Like when I look through the comments on that channel, everyone's like, "Man, I'm so glad that you do these videos." I think it helps a lot of people. So right on, Schlatt. Right on. Let's talk about like Lunch Club and how.
Oh sure,
like, how like this sort of came about and
so as SMP Live, which was the Minecraft server we were on about a year ago, continued to grow. There were just talks of, hey, let's start a group or at least a podcast, right? And so at this point, the Goopcast is what it was called, and it was just basically a revolving door of some of the characters from SMP Live that would come in and just shoot the shit for an hour and have a good time.
Yeah.
And so I was introduced to these guys through SMP Live, and so I got on a few podcasts, and at some point it evolved into a more defined group.
Yeah.
And it took a very long time for that to happen. But, we're finally, a year later, we're finally...
Was that a difficult process to get a refined group? Because how many people were there rotating in and out of the group?
There was a good 10 or 15. I mean,
Yeah.
I felt a little detached from it because I was only introduced to these guys from SMP Live. And so I felt like I was removed from the situation and not really in control of like who is a part of it or not.
Do you felt like the new guy? I mean,
yeah, I felt like I was the new guy,
Right.
and I was for a bit, but now I'm feeling very comfortable with these guys. And,
no, you guys have great chemistry.
Yeah.
With SMP Live, I mean, that's kind of how we met as well, I guess, initially was through this insane server, which really took off on Twitch and got this insanely strong community behind it.
Yeah.
What was it like sort of being there from the early days and watching that grow? Like, how do you feel about SMP Live now?
Man, it was such a crazy, I think the timeline of it just worked so well.
Yeah.
Because everyone was, I think Minecraft was due for another rebound.
Yeah.
And, with a tribute to Minecraft, not to, suck my own cock here, but, if you look at Google Trends, the month where a tribute to Minecraft came out is where Minecraft started going back up a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Like,
it's all
you're
me,
taking
dude.
100%
It's all
credit
fucking
for
me.
it. It's fine.
I take 100% credit for the revive of Minecraft.
I mean, honestly, you're joking around, but it very well could have planted a seed in a lot of people's minds. Like, oh yeah, Minecraft is a great game. Like, let's go back to it. And then you saw things following after it, like the
PewDiePie's entire series.
Oh,
PewDiePie's series, and of course Keemstar's Minecraft Monday tournament, which is a very
Minecraft Mondays.
Of course.
interesting little thing. And I mean, yeah, SMP Live obviously
Yeah.
started a bit before that, and was massive for it as well.
Yeah.
Explain what SMP Live is, I guess, to people at home who might not be aware.
So SMP Live was a Minecraft server where if you were playing on it, you had to be live streaming. So this led to, I think it just kind of worked out because live streaming has been on the come up for a while with like people like Ninja streaming with fucking Drake on Fortnite. Like people finally knew what live streaming was and were kind of catching on to the idea of it. And so the fact that Minecraft is coming back, but it's in this new fresh format and not, in 500 part Let's Plays.
Yeah.
And instead, you see everything too.
Yeah.
Right? Like a Minecraft video would typically be like, okay, guys, I spent some time just mining, right? And now I'm back and we're actually going to do something. But you see the whole process, right?
Yeah.
And so it's
Right.
very real.
And the great thing about Minecraft is that it's a great social game and it's also a great casual game.
Yeah.
So when you're live streaming it, you can have this great social content where you're improvising or you're riffing off each other and like you're trying to, I don't know, make bits and things like that.
Right.
But you can also just go in a cave with some chill music on and hang out with your chat, and it's very enjoyable to watch as well. So it's like this great balance of like you were able to, keep the content going for a long time because it could be high energy, it could be low energy, and it's still Minecraft at the end of the day.
One of the coolest parts about SMP Live was like the highlight videos people would make, where it was like jumping. It was like, this is what happened on SMP Live today, and it's like, you'd see everyone's perspective of like the pranks that were happening and all that, and it was so fun. It's, like just witnessing all that.
When's season 2?
That's not up to me. I mean, I'd like to see it
Cooper's
again.
over there on the couch shaking his head
Shaking his
vigorously.
head.
His hair's practically
It was
horizontal.
Cooper's idea.
Really?
It was Cooper's idea in the first
entire
place
server.
to start
Wow.
an SMP, and Carson was like, "Yeah, no, it's probably not going to work." But let's
So why
fucking
not
do
a
it."
second season? Why end the first and never let it come back?
Well,
I don't know.
let's figure out why it ended kind of in the first place, I guess.
Well, I think it ended partly because of the reason it got popular in the first place is that there was a lot of different people in the server, and they all played in very different ways. And so part of the draw of it in the first place was I can watch Schlatt pretend to scam people and make a fake cryptocurrency called Schlatt coin, or I could watch this dude who is, building the statue of David.
yeah.
There's a lot of different things going on. I mostly just fucked around.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of people who took it pretty seriously.
Right.
And I guess to a certain point, it got a little too big. There was a bunch of different people that I guess towards the end I wasn't even really familiar with.
Yeah, and a lot of conflicting ideas as to how the server should be run or
Yeah.
the rules should
Also,
be, I
it
guess.
just didn't feel as familiar anymore. You know,
Yeah.
as it grew and as as I was still in my little alcove of just not building anything and just doing bits. You know,
Yeah.
there was this fucking city emerging, and
Yeah.
I felt less and less part of it.
How many people were on SMP Live at the end?
It would have been a few hundred, right?
Yeah, it was
few
1 or 200 people at the end.
Which is crazy.
Because like
It's
at
a
peak
lot.
times, there was like 100 people on the server.
Peak time, and at peak times, I'd say, there's probably 10 or 20.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at least like the average was like 5 or 10.
Oh,
I'd
okay.
say.
On at once, but there
On
were
at
a lot
once,
of
yeah.
people coming in and coming out constantly. I remember watching, and I think kind of jumping into one of the later streams where it was you and Carson, and you were trying to run for mayor.
Oh yeah,
Um,
we kind of just shoehorned ourselves in. We announced to the server that, hey, we are going to have a presidential election,
yeah.
but it's only going to be Schlatt at the debates, and you can only vote. You can only vote for Schlatt. And it was all, at the end of the day, it was all just a plot to sell merch. So
The
So
Schlatt
we-
2020 merch,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
so we got the job done. And that Schlatt 2020 merch is more meta than ever, dude.
Yeah?
Like
Yeah,
that
dude.
shit. Everybody's going crazy about the election right now, and so it's the perfect time to capitalize.
Dude,
you know?
I'll be your running mate.
Let's
Schlatt
do it.
Swagger 2020.
Let's fucking do it, man.
I've got my
100%.
I've
And
got
then
my
I'll kill you as you go into office after the first year. That way no one's too suspicious, and then I'll be the
Right.
president.
Right.
I've got my Schlatt 2020 mug at home and my hat as well. I wear them proudly. That stream was very funny because it was like you guys sort of were just like, you just decided that you were going to be mayor.
Oh yeah, and
But
people didn't like it
people
too.
did not like
People were not on the same page, and that's the thing. Like, there's a bunch of different ways people play on the server.
Yeah.
And so, our buddy Josh was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
And then he's like into government and shit, and he's big into American history and this kind of stuff. And so, Schlatt comes in and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be the president. You have to vote for me." And he's like, "No, I'm just gonna log off and stop my stream." And everybody on Twitter was like, "What the fuck are these assholes doing? Fucking
Yeah.
Schlatt and Carson ruining SMP Live."
Yeah.
What?
You're
Was
just trying
there
to
a lot
have
of
fun.
was there a lot of drama in SMP
No,
Live?
no. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody was still on the same general page.
Yeah, you
that
just,
we were
at
just
the
fucking
end of
around.
the fucking day, you just sit in your room playing Minecraft,
Yeah.
drinking Red Bull,
Yeah.
or gamer subs.
Or gamersubs.gg, code
The
Misfits.
better choice.
I'll tell you what, I could go with game subs.
You reckon?
Yeah, I'm fucked.
Yeah, you look pretty tired, mate. You ate quite a few.
Nah, you're sick, mate.
I'm not sick.
I
you
don't trust.
dog.
I don't trust
You
anyone.
sound sicker than me.
I don't trust anyone, mate.
Did you
Yeah,
ever munch on
come
any
on,
edibles last night, mate?
Surely.
Huh?
Did you ever munch on any edibles last night, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look pretty fucking high right now.
Do I?
Do you want to go get a drink of water, mate?
Yeah,
Go grab
yeah.
yourself a game of subs.
I'll get a game of subs.
Yeah, no worries.
BRB. AFK.
He's
AFK.
going to AFK.
So, do you think you would? I mean, I didn't watch a lot of SMP Live, but I watched a lot of highlights and shit on YouTube, and I see on Twitter constantly rumors that it would come back. So it is 100% verified. Will never come back.
No, it's never coming back.
Will
I
anything?
don't
will anything
want to
that- will
completely
any-
close
yeah.
the door on it.
That's
I don't
the-
want to.
Yeah, you don't
want
to close the door
I
on
don't.
it because you
I
want to
don't.
do it again. I'm sure.
Because it got a fuck ton of views.
It
Swag.
was such a beautiful thing, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Like when it worked, it was magic.
Surely launch a season 2 and have people vote for people to gain entry, and then you
Cooper.
Cooper's over there cringing.
Cooper's shaking his head.
But then, what if you did it like a thing where people were voted off of SMP Live? Like
Oh, dude, Twitch
yeah,
chat votes
like
people
imagine
out.
imagine Twitch like the actual audience and community. You guys do a weekly poll. Then after a week, somebody leaves the island. You do like a massive island or something.
There are
It
many.
could be so dramatic and dude, it could be so good. There you go, Coop. Now he's smiling and nodding. He's giving thumbs up.
do
He's
it.
just trying to get you to shut the fuck up.
Dude, season 2.
Look,
Season 2.
I think that Minecraft is not going to go away. You know, like
no,
it's definitely
not going anywhere.
It's back in its little lull right now, but it'll come back, and I'm sure when that happens, that there'll be some kind of creative idea that'll come out of it, and it'll involve Twitch and it'll involve some kind of community. But yeah, I mean, we don't know what that looks like. We don't want to promise that they're going to bring it back anytime soon. You know,
Dude, yeah, I don't know. Cooper's over there giving 2 thumbs up. Oh, now the thumbs down.
now they're thumbs down. Now we'll just have to see when the timing's right, I guess, because you don't want to rush back into things. Following SMP Live, you also had this idea to begin a Take It series,
Yeah,
which
man.
I was very interested in because I was a huge Take It fan growing up.
Right. The Yogscast.
The Yogscast.
Yep.
We
Yogscast.
shared quite a common, I think, interest in the Yogscast, like Take It series
Shadow
when we were
Israel.
teenagers.
And what was a lot different about that server that we did was that it was a lot of like actual, here's the game plan. Here's what we want to do today, because it was so much like, we were huge fans of the old school Tech It series that the Yogscast used to do. And that was just crazy shit, but like
Yeah.
it was
a lot
clear
of
that
just role
they
play. And it's
it's all role
scripted.
play.
You
It's
know,
all here's what we're gonna do. Here's the general
you
idea.
script the general idea,
Yeah.
and then you fill in the blanks with improv.
Yeah, we're
And
just
so what's some crazy shit that happened? Like
well, let's just explain, like, first of all, what Tech It is. We've talked about it quite a few times on the podcast, but Tech It is basically a mod pack for Minecraft, which adds a bunch of different mods, a lot of them revolving around industry and like machines and automation. So like you can basically build machines using insane crafting recipes that allow you Minecraft to be played for you.
Yeah, so you could build a quarry that mines out a shit ton of shit, and then you could take that shit and then get pipes to take that shit and put it into a furnace, or a macerator that grinds up the shit into multiple small shit particulates.
And then you
and
smelt the
pipe
shit,
that,
you
and then
smelt the shit, and
then
double
you
the
get- then you
ore.
Double the ore.
So it was just this really fun way to make Minecraft exciting again. You can see things going through pipes. It's crazy.
Buggy as hell though.
Buggy as hell.
Super buggy.
Buggy as
but-
Yeah,
hell.
and we
There was a little exploit we figured out 3 streams into Tech It, and there was there was a little item called the automatic crafting table, and it turns out if you put an item in the automatic crafting table and mined the automatic crafting table, then 2 would pop out.
Yes.
2 of that item.
And not only that, but that paired with another item in the game called an energy condenser, which basically there's this mod that attributes value to every item in Minecraft. So a cobblestone block has a value of.
So this is Tekkit with the equivalent exchange mod.
That's
on
right.
top
Yeah.
of it.
So like a cobblestone block will have a value of 1, and a diamond will have a value of like 8,000.
Yeah, it's like 8,024.
And if you put a diamond in the energy condenser and fill it up with a bunch of other low value stuff, you can basically just generate.
Yeah, so
more.
1 diamond would be 8,000 cobblestone.
Exactly.
Or it would be like, 10 gold or whatever.
Yeah.
And there are some items that have like a value, an EMC value is what it's called, of like, what, 80,000,
Millions.
millions.
Yeah,
like-
dark matter, red
Yes.
matter. And the problem with the mod is that it's all just lossless conversion. Like
Yeah.
you don't lose anything. You just get 8,000
It's
cobblestone for a
equivalent
diamond.
exchange.
Yeah. So you could just get like a high value item, put like a bit of glass or anything you need in the energy condenser, and just make millions of it.
Yeah, it's great for building. Like if you want to build something really big and you can't be fucked going out mining cobblestone, like you just, throw a diamond in the energy condenser, get a few stacks of cobble, and then
you just
take what
put
you
up-
need.
And then you could put like another diamond back in to
Yeah.
get the
Yeah.
rest of it, and it's all stored. Yada yada. But basically, yeah, you guys figured out a bunch of fucking
We
exploits.
figured
and
out
broke it,
how
huh?
to
Exploit.
duplicate this shit, and we aptly named it the business machine.
Very good.
And so we would regularly just, we were obviously just doing it for content, and everything was revolving around bits. And we were improving everything, but like we got a bit cheeky with the business machine, and it was kind of got to this point where anytime we needed anything at all, we were just like, surely we just whip
Yeah,
out the
we
business machine and
We got so complacent with it.
exactly.
Yeah.
And as you can expect, when you're kind of cheating like that, the game sort of loses
Yeah.
its
The
magic.
integrity of the game has been completely thrown out the window.
Yeah.
There's one route you can take with Tekkit that just makes the game so boring, and
Yeah.
it's the like magic route where you focus on filling up the energy condenser and filling up that book where you can pull anything out,
Yeah.
and it just makes the game so shit
Yeah.
because everything is way too
A
easy.
lot of people don't play with EE.
Yeah, well, we were playing the OG version, and there were definitely a lot of exploits. But it was just very fun.
You were trapped in a fucking obsidian box, and you had Technoblade.
Let's talk about everything. Because Ticket had so many shenanigans. It began with the idea that there were different teams, and we'd all kind of set up our base and have a business that we were going to grow.
Yeah.
It was yourself and Connor Eats Pants at the beginning, and Ty, I believe, as well, sort of in the mix.
And I think I don't even remember what the fuck we were doing.
You got well.
What were we making?
I don't know, but what I do know is that it was myself and Cryos on a team together.
Oh, you were bottling swag.
We-
You were
well-
just selling swag.
No,
Yeah.
our company was called Clout Co.
Right.
The joke being that we're big YouTubers, we have some clout, and we're gonna bottle it and sell it to all of these puny SMP live streamers. Kidding, obviously, they were getting more views than us at the time, but it was a funny joke. So me and Cryo set up this base, and on the very first stream, Schlatt and Connor decide to just move in and start paying rent in our base.
Yeah.
And all these funny bits, all this funny improv, and eventually we get to the point where you guys have a base and we have a base, and we start interacting. I think one of the first funny interactions we really had was when we started needing food desperately, myself and Kryas. We were running very low on food, and hunger was a serious issue. And so we go over to Schlatt's base to see what's going on, and we join his VC, and we just start begging for Wagyu steak.
Wagyu
Scraps.
steak.
For
And
Wagyu.
at this point, I'd never had Wagyu before,
No.
so I didn't even know what it was. But I knew it was probably pretty tasty.
Yeah.
And so I said, "Okay, you want some Wagyu, Fitz?
Yeah.
Why don't you take a step inside my Wagyu hut?"
That's right.
And so I built a very small enclosure out of wood, and I said, "Okay, Fitz, come on in." And it was me and Fitz, and we just, there was a ritual we had to do.
You dug a hole in the ground, and I got in the hole.
Yeah,
And
you're
then-
stuck in like one block
One
below
block
us.
below.
Yep.
And then you and Connor sort of just stood above me, just showering me with meat
Yeah.
and humming, and like turning the lights on and off. And I was like, this shit
this
was
is
like
fun.
This shit was pretty fucking like, we were just literally. It felt like I was reliving my like childhood fantasy of being in the Yogscast, because it really was just goofy improv in a Minecraft setting. that everyone was playing along, and it was very fun. I got my Wagyu. I go home. The next big thing I think that happened on the Take It server was this Technoblade incident, which, I mean, you can walk me through the planning of that.
Yeah, sure. We had, I forget why I wanted him here, but
It's because of Minecraft Monday.
Yeah, he was winning
fucking
every
winning
Minecraft
every
Monday.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like something had happened in my company with Schlatt & Co. And so I felt like I had been wronged in some way by because we were competing, right?
That's
you had
right.
Cloud Co. There was another company, and we were competing for something.
Yeah.
Right. That was the general idea. And so I wanted to get an edge on my competitors. So I led everybody down into this obsidian box. I had them all teleported there.
Yeah.
And
Deep
then-
underground.
Yeah, deep underground, and then Technoblade just joins the server and starts, and he's completely decked out in the equivalent exchange armor. Like you can't die.
High powered gear.
Yeah.
You call him on your phone. You like pretend to call him on your
Yeah,
phone.
I'd
So like
play a little-
all we know is we're gathered in this like intense obsidian box, wondering what Schlatt has in store for us, and then we just hear, okay, I'm just gonna call someone real quick. Technoblade has joined the server.
Yep.
He spawns in. He's got a laser in his hand. And like there's this moment of silence when everyone's just registering what's going on, and then he just starts firing at us.
Yeah.
And the entire call, there were like 10 to
everybody-
15 people in the
everybody was
voice
there.
channel.
It was an
And
event.
we're just screaming as Technoblade slaughters us, which is very funny as well. So yeah, I mean, it was kind of just this fun little burst of, I guess, more bit-related Minecraft content.
Yeah,
It was fun to
Yeah,
explore.
That was really fucking fun, dude.
Yeah. I'm
Like
glad-
I'd love to, even more than SMP Live, like that shit is something I still get questions about, because everybody who watched it was like in love with it.
Yeah.
Pretty much, and I was too.
Let's
Yeah.
do it again.
I love it too. It's definitely it's not for everyone, I don't think. Some people I think
Yeah.
really struggle with like the balance of like what's a bit and what's
Right.
actually focused on the game, because I think like
Yeah.
you know, when you are playing on a server, you do want to make progress and you do want to feel like
Mm-hmm.
you're playing the game. Like not everyone can just get a high off of improvising all the time. But man, when it worked, it was like magic.
Yeah,
it was
good.
fun. So
It was
I hope
really fun.
I hope we revisit it and do something like that again in the future.
We should.
Yeah.
Let's
I
fucking
feel
do it.
like through SMP Live and a lot of really just the culture around that, stands are everywhere now. On Twitter, a lot of
Yeah.
SMP Live stands.
I'd say so.
What do you think about stand culture? Because you recently did a face reveal, and was it
Yeah,
like
man.
the hour after your face reveal you did a tweet, and every single reply was a picture of your face?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was something else. It was very, very unusual, because I think I face revealed it. Everything kind of happened at the wrong time.
Right.
So it was late September and TwitchCon was about to happen, and so I figured, you know, I'm going to TwitchCon, right? I should probably just show my face. And so there was at the conclusion, basically, you know, my character in SMP Live kind of had a bit of an arc, right? And at where I thought it was a fitting conclusion to this series, I just, you know, right at the end, I just, hey, right, this is what I look like.
Sure.
And so, yeah, about an hour after that, everybody on Twitter who was responding to anyone's tweets in the SMP Live sphere had my face as the profile picture.
And it wasn't even like the same picture. They went through the video and
Oh,
got
yeah.
their own special Schlatt pose.
Oh yeah, there were hearts around it, and
Flower
everything.
crowns.
Yeah, because I was hot, right? I was really, really attractive,
Yeah.
and so
Well,
it
can
just
you blame
was
him? You
that.
know,
No,
like, that's the
no,
thing.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him, but it freaked me out because you know it's not something people are really built to handle.
No.
And at the same time, I was trying to, you know, be social at TwitchCon, and I'd never met any of these guys in person.
Yeah.
And so it kind of,
What was TwitchCon like overall for you as an experience?
it was kind of rough
Mm-hmm.
because I was not comfortable with my face being out there. I hadn't quite built a rapport IRL with any of these guys yet, and so it was kind of a rough experience.
When you say these guys, do you mean like
Yeah, like Carson
Okay.
and all the people who are now Lunch Club.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just
And
kind
us
of,
as well.
yeah, I guess that was when you met us as well. Yeah, and I remember you being at our famous TwitchCon party, and you know I knew
Yeah.
that you didn't drink or anything. So a couple times throughout the night, I'd be like, "How are you feeling? Like, what do you reckon about the situation we're in?" And you were just like, "Yeah, no, I've never experienced anything like this before, and I was
Right.
like, "Are you okay?" Like, and you're like, "Yeah, no, I'm fine."
remember
It's
Fucking
just-
I remember
computer
s-
club, dude. I wasn't ready for a.
Yeah.
I remember
for a-
seeing you for the first time when you got on the party bus with everybody
Yeah.
else. We went to the zoo, and you looked. I remember looking at you, and you
I was
Gener- you-
bewildered, dude, because I'd never been on a
you
fucking.
looked really like uncomfortable.
Yeah, I
Like,
was a
for-
little
for-
uncomfortable.
for pretty much the entire trip.
I was just trying to see where I fit into everything, and I'm gonna meet the Misfits for the first time, right? And so they show up on a fucking party bus. The windows are completely blacked out.
Blacked
The
out.
bus, I walk in and it's got its own fucking atmosphere.
I was just
'Cause of
fucked
all
up.
the-
Yeah, he
you
was
were
asleep. He
not
was
even
asleep.
conscious. And so I walk in and I sit down, and right across from me, I don't know who most of these people are, and hand comes out, "Hey, I'm SwaggerSouls," and it's a very cool
me.
experience.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm sure in a lot of ways, like, it probably was cool, but definitely also, when you're meeting any new group for the first time, or you're getting acclimatized to any social situation, like, at least for me, I always kind of want to take a back seat and kind of, how do these people work? You want to figure
Yeah,
out how they work first before you start putting yourself
Prodding.
out there. Yeah.
I like prodding first, and then I get to see how they work.
Yeah, you kind of like poke people and see, how they react to certain
Call 'em a
things.
faggot.
Can they take a joke? Things like that. So I mean,
we had the Australia trip basically right after
Yeah.
that, and that was a
You
little
had fun for that.
Yeah, no, that was a better experience because
Yeah.
it was just more casual.
That was so much
there was
fun.
less going on. Yeah,
Less
PAX
social
was,
pressure.
Right. Yeah, I don't even think we went to PAX at all. It was
No.
just us chilling.
just us chilling. We went camping, which we talked about
Oh, yeah.
last time.
Yeah,
we
that
were
was
on
a
the
lot
show.
of fun.
Very interesting experience. Yeah, and now this is kind of our third time all coming together in Boston and LA.
And it feels just like home.
Feels just like home.
Lunch Club X Misfits.
I'm a fucking stoner now.
Yeah.
Been
I ship
completely-
it, dude. I
taken.
shit.
Right.
You guys
I
are
ship it.
rubbing off on me. I'm gonna become racist next.
Right after the Schlatt hit the joint, I just said, like, another life ruined. Let's go, right? We've got another one, boys. No, of course. I'm sure that Schlatt's not going to go home and start smoking weed every day.
No, we don't.
Surely
we don't
not.
know.
It took me at least a couple years with the Misfits to get there, so you
Yeah.
got plenty of time. You've been taking a bit of a break recently from, at least live streaming and a couple other things. Was that just to kind of deal and dissect that pressure from?
For the most part,
Yeah.
yeah. It's been kind of rough since then, trying to get back into the rhythm because you've said this countless times, Fitz, but like it's very momentum based. It's like you're pushing a car up a hill, right? And so the second you start to,
Slow down or
slow
stop.
down or give it like a week, that's when it can start to slip away.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to take my time and feel things out, and then I'll come back when I'm feeling a little more comfy, I guess.
Absolutely.
But it's mostly just been a break from streaming. So
Yeah.
I'm still on YouTube. I'm still putting stuff out there. It's just the live aspect has been
Yeah, the live aspect's definitely different.
Yeah.
And once you do start taking a break, it's very easy to be like, your hand kind of hovers over the go live button, and you're like, no,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
feel like
why not?
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can definitely relate to that. Although I also think that it's very smart that you've just decided that you needed to take some time. I've done very much a similar thing lately, and I mean, you had such success last year, and you're still very successful now. Like, people are wondering what Schlatt up to, like what's Schlatt gonna do
Yeah.
next. You can afford to take a bit of time,
Right.
just figure
Right.
it out. Definitely pays to just stop and just examine how far you've come, and then figure out where you want to go from here.
Yeah. And I have been 100%, looking at my situation and saying, okay, what went wrong here and what can I afford to fix? So, for example, I think it's very unhealthy that we work out of the same space we relax at and we fucking sleep at.
That's
Yeah,
why
separate your office and bedroom.
Yeah.
when the
100%.
Misfits got an office, that's why I work from the office, because it's like I would be at home streaming all day, and then it's like there's no separation there. And as soon as I started working at the office, just that ritual of driving home after streaming was enough to get me in that rhythm of like,
Right.
all right, now it's time to relax.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it you stop working and then you just roll into bed,
Yeah.
right? I think that's, it's good to have that separation.
And
You
when you
guys
compete,
started in a house, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
starting in the
These
bedroom.
guys did. Yeah.
So how was, when you guys got the Misfits house at first, how would you say it compares to the office setup you guys have?
Well, it's like you're living in a dorm room. essentially. I mean, we had our shared space. We had, our living room, our kitchen, and all of that. But it didn't feel like it was very personally mine. It didn't feel like it was very personally anybody's. It was all kind of communal. So you go upstairs, you're in your room, you do your work right next to your bed, you go to sleep, the lights are still on, your fucking monitor's still going, and, oh, wait, did I get a message? I have to check something. You're going back out, you can't get sleep.
Yeah.
It's
very consuming, it seemed like.
It very much felt like I was living in a college dorm while I was there.
And
now having your own place, I got my own place, now I have an office separated from a bedroom, I have my kitchen, and everything's mine. So ever since I got there, like work-wise, it's been way better for my mental health.
How did you feel about the Misfits house, Mason? Looking back, like, what was your experience living there?
I mean, it was cozy, but like, it's no different to being at home because I was still like playing and streaming in my room.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, I've never really played in an office or streamed in an office.
True. I mean, you've always been a bedroom gamer, I guess. So it wasn't too much.
Yeah, that's the thing. Mason and I moved from our parents' house to the Misfits house. So it wasn't that much of a change.
Yeah. I think the main thing about the Misfits house and about any house in general when you're living with your friends is just, people have different personalities. And people want different things. And some people are very social and some people just want to, like, go home and just be in their room, So, like
me.
You mean?
Always, I said like me.
Oh, like you. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
My door was always locked.
Yeah. I mean, there's just conflicting things going on. And, like, I don't know. It makes it more complicated, especially when you throw in the work element.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty good that we're now at a place where it's more like, let's
everyone needs their own space.
Yeah.
If you're working, like if you're in a group, content houses are odd. Because if you have no place to go to receive, like your bedroom is like your temple, but it's also your workstation. And your roommates are also your friends, but they're also your coworkers.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like your friends are also two other things, and then your bedroom is also your office, and it gets a little bit complicated.
And obviously, normally when you live with your friends, it's like during the day you'll go to work, like everyone has that separation away from each other every day. But when you work with your friends and you also live with those same friends, there is no separation ever.
And you're gamers, so there's just Uber Eats bags everywhere and fucking.
We had a wall, dude. We had a wall of like Uber Eats bags every week.
Yeah.
Towards the end, we started getting groceries, and I would cook shit. But then by that point, it was just pretty much me and Toby living there.
Although, despite everything, there are some very, very fond memories created.
Incredibly! When Jay threw the tortilla filled with ketchup at the white cabinet, when you wrote "cunt" on the marble bench and literally seared the word in, and he wrote it in with ketchup. And the acetic acid ate away at the gloss on the marble bench. Yeah. So it just said "cunt." As big as can be. We had to cover it up with computer parts for our inspection. Yeah.
I mean, as much as like we're all glad to have our own space now, I don't think any of us would take back the time at Misfits house.
No, I wouldn't trade my current house for Misfits house at all.
Yeah.
And eventually we will have a space to commune at once more. It's just our office is now gone.
Absolutely. But enough about
houseless and officeless.
Enough about our future. Like, I want to know what's next for Schlatt.
What's next for you, Schlatt?
What's on the cards? Like,
besides marijuana.
Besides just
addiction,
smoking weed every single day. No, but like that was I really liked your point, Toby, about like, you have friends, but like you still go to work, right? And so I noticed when I was at my most productive was when I still was in school or still, was working an internship, like a 9 to 5. And I'd come home and I'd say, okay, here's the time when I can actually do the YouTube or Twitch side of things. Yeah. And the second all that stuff stopped, which is, around the time when I went to TwitchCon and around the time where, I started slowing down a little bit. That was the time when I was like, okay, I'm doing this. This is it now, right? Like, this is what I do.
You have to set your hours.
Exactly. And I didn't. And I got up and I rolled out of bed and I said, I have all day to do this. Yeah. Why am I not getting more done? And that was pretty
very familiar problem.
You have to set hours for yourself. You have to actually clock in and out. And, work a certain amount of hours doing something related to YouTube or Twitch or whatever, and then the rest of the day you go, and then just clock out and relax.
Yeah.
What it is
100%.
really is just like the jarring lack of structure around you, I think.
Yeah.
And it's like you're so used to being in a structured environment like school or work where it's like you go here, this is what I do, these are the hours, like this is my responsibility.
Everything's set for you.
And
And when you're doing it, you have to set it for yourself.
Yeah, and no one's going to hold you to it.
No, besides you. So either you don't work enough as a result of not being able to set your hours, or you work way too much as a result.
And that balance, I think, is like just it sums up the YouTuber conundrum, you know.
Yeah.
And obviously, everyone jokes like, how could you complain? You're a YouTuber, you get to play games for a living, and yeah, that's all true. But
You edit over games, man.
you're also fucking young, you know, and like you're figuring it out. And you're trying to balance your life, and that's important too. So
Yep.
And so, it's something I've been working on, right? And so what might be next is coming down to the West Coast, maybe for a bit, and trying out a, like an office space area where all the lunch club guys would come to and get their work done. And, having my own place.
Yeah. That's the best way to do it. Like we always said, even when we had the Misfits house, before we got there, it was the end goal was always live in the same city, but have our own places and have a communal place that we work together. Because that just seems like the healthiest way to do it.
My idea, I have to say, my idea from the very beginning. No, that sounds very exciting for Lunch Club. I'm very curious to see what that will do. Travis is off screen, smiling. Cooper's
smiling.
excited. Big things coming down the line, I reckon.
Big things.
Is there anything else you want to? We have to wrap up the show. We got to get on a flight. We're leaving today, unfortunately. But is there anything that you wanted to say or bring up on the show?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I got my spiel out about coronavirus.
The Chinese government. We
the
talked about
Chinese
that.
government, one-child policy.
Yeah, we talked about SP Live.
Look at the birth rates of China versus Japan and see how, the coronavirus would completely wipe out Japan. But
Wake up.
All China has to do is just get rid of the old people, and they've got a fresh new country.
Wake up, sheeple. All right.
Wake up.
Exactly.
Wake up.
Keep your eyes open.
Keep your eyes open.
Don't trust
Keep your
anyone.
mouth closed. Don't touch your face.
Quarantine yourself. Build a bunker, and we'll see you guys next week.
And drink
Bye.
gamer subs.
And drink
Obvious-
gamer
Gamer
subs.
subs.
Drink gamer
Obviously,
subs.
check out Jay Schlatt.
Yes.
Jay Schlatt,
Everywhere. Check
on
out Lunch
Twitter.
Club.
Lunch Club, Jay Schlatt.
You can
Check
find
it
them.
out. Just
Google it.
fucking
Find
Google it, idiots.
Yes.
Bye.
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 Goodbye.